Hello viewers, I'm back for another wonderful hardware episode. Before you ask, no, I'm not part of a cult. This is just a hard rock sweatshirt. I just thought I'd change up my outfit for these videos since I'm doing them all on the same night. Anyway, it is time for Nintendo's third console, and oh, what a console it is. The big green monster itself, the Nintendo 64. The subject of many memes, to the tune of, you could drop a TV on this thing, an old school TV, and it wouldn't break, while the Xbox 360s break for no reason. Hey! Love to make fun of newer consoles for being more fragile than this wonderful beast. I assume that the sticker that says high energy wasn't there to begin with. That it was put there by my cousins when they owned this machine. So basically the story, there's quite a story behind this wonderful machine, which unfortunately is a little dusty today. Let's dust that off. Last time I used it, I think I was playing Banjo-Kazooie, my sophomore, last year actually. I was playing Banjo-Kazooie 100%, and I did it. At the same time as I was recording Star Wars Battlefront 2, I think I actually took a break from Star Wars Battlefront 2 for a moment. Bad thing to do when you're behind on videos. Anyway, back to the story. So, this was originally the property of cousins of mine. Very wonderful cousins. We were the Three Musketeers, basically, when we were growing up. It was me, the older guy, who's like 2 years my senior. Well, I dropped his name without his permission. And then the wonderful, funny, good humored, well, they're both funny and good humored, my girl cousin, who's about 3 months my junior. I was supposed to be born after her, but I came early. I beat her to it, like the track runner I always was. And then she came after me, so I'm older. Beat her to it, I just slid into the middle position. Anyway, they're brother and sister, and they used to own this thing. They also used to have an old NES. I don't know what happened to theirs. I bought mine off Amazon. I didn't pirate that too, is what I'm trying to say. But they owned this, and I think about a decade ago, or maybe a decade ago, they got other systems, and so they left this at our grandmother's house. And sometimes we would have sleepovers there, and we would play it while we were there. And sometimes I would borrow it, because when I was a kid I borrowed it to play Paper Mario for the first time, as well as Donkey Kong 64, but that's another story. So anyway, when I went to college, and when my cousins went to college, this was just gathering dust in her closet, and she got tired of it, gathering dust in her closet, and that's when she allowed me to get a wonderful, wonderful new piece of hardware. This machine is glorious. This has to be one of my favorite consoles of all time. And it's very durable and very shiny. Look at that design. Oh, that green translucence just makes your day. Here's the huge power brick for it, and the RCA cable, the video cable for it. Basic cabling, and then we have controllers. This used to be my senior cousin's controller. This was his controller. It was technically his system. This was like the master controller, the green one. It matched the console. That's why it was his. It was perfect. And it's actually in the best shape. The analog stick's still working. A, B, start, C. The C buttons. You know how the Wii has the C stick. Well, we had C buttons. Or am I thinking of the virtual controller? Anyway, it's pressing down on the trigger there. Here we go. Just a wonderful. The Z button in the back. Ooh. That Z button, can't miss it. And then this used to be mine, the one I would use, because the green one was his. The analog stick is a little bit wonky now. I think it was from getting way too enthusiastic with Bo's Action Command in Paper Mario. I think that's why it got the way it is. It's kind of loose. I'm sure there's a way to tighten it out, but I haven't done so. This was my younger cousin's. It was her controller, the red one. And this was just the extra controller that sat there. It's the gray one. Actually, I think I got this. No, I think they owned it. But then part of me thinks maybe I ordered it just to have my own controller. I'm probably wrong about that. Anyway, you see these little inserts into the back of the controller. You see the green one already has one in it. These are basically memory expansion packs. They expand the memory, you know, data saving. This is the jumper pack. It is functionally useless. It just terminates the bus if you don't have the expansion pack. I read somewhere that you need it if you don't have the expansion pack, but I think that's baloney. I don't think you need it. This is the jumper pack. It literally just makes your controller rumble. The rumble pack I meant. This is the rumble pack. It just makes your controller vibrate in certain situations. Don't find it useful at all. Anyway, when I took this console as my own, because my cousins grew tired of it. My older cousin, you know, he has more advanced systems to his name now. He kind of outgrew this one, so to speak. I don't even think he's much of a Nintendo fan anymore. I took the liberty of taking his controller, the master controller, if you will, as my own, the one that matched the console, and stopped using the blue one. Also because the analog stick was kind of broken, and this analog stick is still fresh. So it was a moment of great pride for me to, for the first time, hold the green controller in my own hands, just as he held it in his. So I salute you. Thank you for passing on this wonderful tradition of color-based controller hierarchy, as I failed to wind this around my hands for some reason, very awkwardly. It is kind of late at night. Maybe it's because I'm tired, I don't know. I'm gonna have to edit this video a lot because sometimes my commentary gets a little bit not that it isn't. It always is that way, isn't it? Sometimes I lose my train of thought. Especially in these videos, because I'm rambling about memories right now. And that's, well, a lot deeper than just commentating on a game, I suppose. Enough talking about old memories and controller-based seniority. Just imagine taking your older brother's controller as your own after having, you know, a different one. That's the way it felt. Salute to him again. Let's get into the games, and my god, there are a lot of them here. I'm responsible for 2 of the games in this box. So when I was 11, and while this console was still hanging out at my grandmother's house, and I would borrow it at times, I asked my father, I believe, to order, well, this game, South 3's game, Paper Mario. Because I rented it from the rental store, back when rental stores still existed, in my hometown, a number of times, and I wanted to get it. So we actually ordered it off eBay, and now it sits proudly in this console's box. It has sit there ever since, and now I can enjoy it. The box is here too, if you'll notice, as well as the instruction booklet, which from a young childhood age, I was always a fan of. Oh, look at that. There it is. I had trouble reaching into this box. This box is a little bit tricky at times. Oh, I think it's supposed to be open from the other end. There you go. The game pack itself for the good old Paper Mario. This was Zaler 3. You certainly know by now. If you're watching this video, I can only assume you watch my actual videos. So it'd be very strange if someone, well, I guess not strange if people were interested in these videos but not the actual gameplay. But I just find it strange that anyone watches this at all. This crazy ginger rambling on the camera. Yeah, so that's very nice. And ooh, it lets you know the rumble. It's designed for the rumble pack. You know, it will vibrate. I guess it must vibrate when you attack an enemy or something. I'm trying to think of when it would do that. And let's get into the other games, of which there is a metric ton. Oh, the second game I'm responsible for being in here was Banjo-Kazooie. I bought it last year, during my sophomore year of college, ordered it and had it sent here. So, every other game was my cousin's before me. So let's take out all of this mess and just see, not mess, this glorious tapestry is the way I should phrase that. Look at all the wonderful stuff we have here. This is the glorious games from the bygone era that should always stay in our memory. Oh goodness me. So many cartridges. This is by far the highest number of games I have for any system. Isn't that something to stand back and be in awe of? Look at this. Look at this. Woo! Where to begin? So we had Paper Mario, obviously, and we have Banjo-Kazooie, wonderful platforming game. Basically like Super Mario 64, but a lot easier. And the animal noises are a little bit annoying, but it's fun. They do throw around the pieces like candy, except for like one in the mansion, the creepy mansion, that took me forever to find. I don't even remember what it was. That just bothered me. So, oh, I know where it was. It was in that piano room in the rafters. This game is quite good. This was Rare actually preparing to make this wonderful gem. They made this gem so that they could figure out how to then make this gem. Donkey Kong 64. So basically, this was a little collectathon where the main items was golden puzzle pieces, and you know, had a lot of collectibles. And then this game came along and was 20 times better, in my opinion. Well, Donkey Kong 64, where you collect golden bananas, you unlock things, a lot of collectibles. This game actually has Guinness World Records for number of collectibles in a game. I think that's true. I don't know if it's been broken since I looked that up, but another wonderful game. Definitely gonna do a Zop of it at some point. I don't know when, but oh, I will love to sink my teeth into that one. And Banjo-Kazooie, I can see myself zopping that too. So let's move on. 2 cartridges of Tony Pro Skater, which not my cup of tea, but I know people like that kind of stuff. Wave Race. So you're racing on jet skis. Also not really my cup of tea, but I'm sure people could enjoy that. And then, you know, NFL Quarterback Club 2000. Not your typical Madden game, I assume. It's probably not what you think it is. Oh, look, another silly baseball game. Major League Baseball. Ken Griffey Jr. And looks like what kind of uniform is that? I can't even see. I don't know. Look, it's a baseball game. You're getting these out of the way. Let's get to something that I personally enjoy. We have 2 copies, one I humorously labeled Spare Tire, of Mario Kart 64. This was the second game in the famous Mario Kart series, which is now spanning like, what, 9 or 10 games? I don't even keep count anymore. And probably, I have the most memories of this. It's my most nostalgic. It can be weird at sometimes. The drifting is so difficult. Well, maybe not to other people. I find it awkward. Trying to snake, it doesn't work. Mini turbos around corners are the best I can manage, but this game has so many memories, especially of me and my cousins, as I said before. Racing, battle, popping those balloons. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's leave my favorites on this side of the aisle here, and all the ones I don't really care about here. Mario Golf. Hey, it's okay. Look at that. It's Mario Golf. What do you know? Let's see. There we go. Mario Golf. This game is the mascot's main game on this wonderful green machine. Super Mario 64. For those of you who don't know, it's the 3D platformer where Mario collects the Power Stars. It was the kickoff, the first game in the series that spawned Sunshine, Galaxy 2, Super Mario Land, Super Mario World, and soon to be Super Mario Odyssey. Very wonderful game. Oh, the sandbox experience is wonderful. Jumping through paintings, classic. They made a DS version of this. A DS, what do you call it? A DS port or remaster or something like that, where they added Luigi and Wario and Yoshi, and there's 30 more stars. I like the DS version a lot too, but you know, it's really fun to play the original. Really blocky graphics, but you still gotta love it. I can definitely see myself doing this game for a Zop at some point. And I just love watching people speedrun this game. Have you ever watched a speedrunner? My first experience watching a speedrun, because I never even thought to look it up before, I found this guy named Sigler, who played this game and got, I think, all the Power Stars in, you know, a little over an hour and a half. The movements and the shenanigans he performs in order to do it with the time he does it is just mind-boggling to me. I never seen anything like it. Mind blown. But anyway, let's move on. Let's stop gushing. Super Smash Bros. 64, obviously. How could you not have this one? The first Super Smash Bros. Game. Really plucky graphics are really iffy, but I still enjoy it. You know, that doesn't kill it for me, because I like games that are fun, and I know for some people the graphics are everything, but that's not me. I love playing the first Smash Brothers. I'm the best at this one that I am out of any of them. Really, this is the one I perform most wonderfully in of all three that I own. Smash 4, I played it around a little bit, and you know, it's fun. It's fun. It's definitely very modern and very well done, but it's always nice to go back to the granddaddy of them all. So put that there. Toy Story 2, actually more fun than you might think. It's like Banjo-Kazooie is like Super Mario 64 if it was easy. Toy Story 2 is like Banjo-Kazooie, except easier, more kiddie, and less stuff to do. But it's still fun. There's, you know, like 25 levels and 5 bosses or something like that, and there's 5 little tokens to collect via puzzle in each level. It's really fun. You have to go back to certain levels after getting power-ups. I think it's a good time, like, especially if you're a kid, or, you know, if you're not, and you just want something to do really quick. It's not a very long game. It doesn't take too long to complete anyway. Very fun time to do. What else do we have here? We have Star Fox 64, which I actually haven't played. I hear it's a wonderful game. I hear all about what is it, on the Wii U they remade it? Or they remastered it in some sort of fashion. I'd love to play it sometime. Andros, that big face from Smash Bros. Brawl trophy. I'd sure love to give him a crack or two. And we also have this Star Wars Shadows of the Empire cartridge. So it's kinda like the arcade game you played. No, it's not at all like the arcade game you played. So this cartridge is, you know, you run around as a character. Sometimes you're shooting on, you know, it starts out with shooting down AT-ATs in the Battle of Hoth, and then you're running around with a pistol shooting guys and the Echo Base, and really after that I didn't play much of it. I don't know how it goes, but I thought it was fun. It's not my favorite Star Wars game. In fact, I might prefer that arcade game over it, but you know, I still think it's fun. There's definitely a lot more to it than that. And we have Pokemon Stadium. I'm trying to remember if I think I actually got this myself. So this is the third game I'm responsible for. I don't think this was originally here. I'm sure I don't have to explain it. You fight Pokemon in the game, you choose Pokemon, they choose moves. It doesn't have quite the variety I would have hoped. And it seems like it's a little set, you know what I mean? There's not that many choices. You don't have that much going for you. But hey, it's still fun. And then there's this one that's kind of hanging out inside of an old Blockbuster container. That's a relic from the past, isn't it? Blockbuster. I think 64 battle tanks. My older cousin used to love this. It's just tanks shooting at each other. And it has a little capture the flag mode called Capture the Queen. And, you know, it has nukes and mines, everything you'd love about a tank game. You know, it's fun, I'll say that. It's something. It's something. It certainly is something. We have 2 cartridges, for some reason, of Pokemon Snap. I haven't played it, mostly because not a big little multiplayer game. Not like little mini game stuff like that. But I hear people like it. I hear it's fun. I don't see the appeal, but you know, I think of it the same way I think of Mario Golf, if you know what I mean. Then we have Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Pod racing, you race each other in pods. A big Darth Maul has a pod race in this game. It's very funny. Oh boy, and then some sort of racing game, RR64, Ridge Racer 64, okay. And we have a second copy of that hockey game, oh no, we didn't get to the hockey game yet. What is it called? NHL Breakaway 1998. Wonderful. And a team who I'm not even going to try to look at because I know less about hockey than I do baseball. If that is impressive in any sort of fashion. And we have this Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness N64 game. I also have a Dreamcast version of this game, amusingly enough. So basically, if you didn't watch that video, this is like a 3D platformer starring Miss Pac-Man where you run around collecting stuff. I think I played one level, I'm not too sure how it works anymore. And then the last game is this random Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction. I have no idea what it is. Secretly Zaler Avon's favorite game. No, I assume it was hers and my younger cousins. Don't remember touching it myself. I might see what it's like just out of curiosity. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Even though it's a bit kiddie, you know, I've been playing kiddie stuff before, but don't know if I'll ever touch that. Maybe just out of curiosity, see what it looks like. Although I could just look at a YouTube video to find that out. So yeah, that's the entire library we have here. Quite sizable. It's quite a collection. It's quite wonderful. This system had so many wonderful games on it. It is mind-boggling. Hey Nintendo, you're a good Apple after all. Well, I hope you enjoyed this very, very filling episode of Zaler Avon Hardware. It just goes to show just what an influence the big green machine had. The big green mean machine, not the Hulk. It's up for reference. I'll see you all next time. I'll do the Wii eventually, and the Game Boys and DS I have. And, well, that's that. See ya.